Do you believe me if I tell you that
acrobatics can be learned by anyone? Yes, also you. And in this video, I'm going to prove it. Because in this video, I'm going to present you with one rolling maneuver, one arching maneuver, one cartwheeling maneuver, and one transitional element. Learn them all in isolation, but then also try to figure out a sequence. I will give you one at the end of this video. Stay tuned. Hold up, hold up, hold up. Acrobatics can be scary. Yes, I know, they can be, but they don't have to be scary. Look, instead of doing a full-on cartwheel or handstand, we can try to lower it and perform a much easier version of the move. If a movement is scalable, you can definitely also regress the level of fear.
This I can say with full confidence, as I have been teaching countless adults, older people and kids both off and online acrobatics for many years. The great thing about acrobatic practice is you don't need much to start. A bit of empty space, preferably softer floor, and you're ready to go. So let's begin with the first task.
Skill number 1 from the rolling category, the grandma roll.
Grandma rolls are so easy that even your grandma could do them. You wanna start sitting on your knees, sliding one arm towards the side, cutting the floor like a sword, which then allows you to place your shoulder onto the floor. Head opposite direction, so it won't get too much loaded. From here, push into that same side foot, lift the diagonal leg upwards, which that allows you to do is take a very controlled roll towards the front, cutting the floor. Placing the shoulder, pushing into the floor, knee, then leg, lifting and allowing yourself to fall forwards while keeping your knees tucked to the chest. Cut, shoulder, head, in, push, roll, and this is your basic grandma roll. Once you have mastered the basic version, try to do a roll but go back into standing. Then also practice how you can enter the floor from a standing position. At first with your knees as support, later directly fall into the floor. All or nothing. Various arm shapes provide interesting variations. All of these can be studied in isolation. I have breakdowns, check out the link in the video description. Before we continue with the next technique, let's address what you might be thinking. Why should you even practice acrobatics? First off, acrobatics is an incredible full body training. Because of the diverse shapes, you will work on mobility and flexibility, especially in your spine, while at the same time building strength, especially if you go upside down. Also, acrobatics is great in terms of risk management. You will learn to fall, so accidents will be turned into something beautiful. It's also extremely fun and highly scalable, so also you can practice. Let's continue.
Skill number 2 from the arching family, the chapeau de curo or the baby macaco.
For this one, start in the slow tripod position, loading one arm, diagonal leg, and the other leg is coiled up like a snake. From here, you can take your first step, which then should allow you to shift that weight into this leg, taking a roundhouse kick around your body, and you're already in a standing position. Finding your diagonal, coiling this leg like a snake, sliding forwards, stepping onto it, into standing. Let's add a little bit of whack. Same starting position, this time really pushing with your supporting arm, making yourself very tall and strong. Instead of stepping, add a little jump, and we've got this. If you feel like it, you can add a little bit more power and use the second arm, so this one that holds the microphone, in order to sling yourself further back. This gives more momentum, more power, a little bit more vertical baby macaco. The most important aspect at first is finding courage. Use a big swing of your arm to help propel you into the movement. Later you can try to fall from a squat or even a spiraling motion into the move. This will add some power and hence make the movement a little bit more floaty. Then from here, the full Macaco is just a couple steps away. We can split up acrobatics into many different subcategories. There is rolls and floor transitions, there is arches, backwards and forwards, there is cartwheels and inversions, aerials, jumps and much more. I am so thrilled to announce that I have been working hard in creating specialized acrobatic programs. Macaco 101, Advanced Arches and Acrobatic Floor Tricks is the outcome. In these programs you will learn everything you need to know in order to transform your practice from basics to intermediate and later advanced movements. Learn how to mobilize, strengthen and coordinate your body. Practice smart in order to go hard. Everything is of course presented in a high quality PDF. Video breakdowns, example practice templates included. Only this week you have the chance until Sunday to purchase the programs in my spring sale. And if you come late, you can still use the code YouTube10. Enjoy!
Skill number 3 from the cartwheeling family, a low into a high cartwheel with a smooth transition. We want to start with a low cartwheel, means we go into a wider stance, already lowering our hips down. Now, reaching towards one side and like a little bug, simply crawling around our arms until we reach the other side. Practice this at first so it feels smooth and easy. In order to go into the high cartwheel, we at first need to add a little redirection move. So from this low cartwheel, the second leg now reaches and circles back up again. So let's practice this.
The important detail to catch here is this circling leg. It goes into the low cartwheel and already swoops over to go for the high cartwheel. Takes a little while to figure out.
Let's try now to go from this low cartwheel using the leg circle into a higher cartwheel. It doesn't need to be all the way high, just whatever you can manage. Make it smooth.
Now this is where we need the leg circle. It helps you to redirect into a higher cartwheel. At first low, but then with time try to work on your height. If you cannot go all the way, we don't worry too much. An option is at first to go slow and then speed up for the fast cartwheel, or go vice versa, fast and slow. Also you can try to go into a one-arm cartwheel or go into a little leaping motion. The sky is your limit. Before continuing to the last move, I want to stay true to my promise. See, I told you that acrobatics can be learned by anyone. It's only fair to ask, where is the proof? Well,
I want you to be the proof.
I kindly ask you to pause the video now and try at least one of the presented moves yourself. Yes, right now you can do it. Come back to the video and let me know in the comments, did you manage to work out at least one of the moves, and if so, which one? Let's now continue with the fourth and last move of this video.
A transitional element, the rubber corkscrew. The rubber corkscrew combines two movements, the low rubber band and a corkscrew squat. For the low rubber band, sit with your feet straight on the floor, fingers faced forwards, and I want to push through my arms so I can shoot my knees over my toes into the floor. Let's try to do it a little bit faster with a little bit more explosivity. This is a great one to work on leg strength, especially in these low to floor positions. For the corkscrew squat, start in a low squat, maybe wear socks on a slippery surface, much easier. Focus on one leg, pivot around the balls of your feet, while the other one slowly comes into this snaked up position that we know from the baby macaco.
For me here the key detail is staying with your weight on the corkscrewing squat. So in this slow motion clip you can really see how I'm on my left leg until the end.
Let's combine. Push, catch, rotate. 4 elements, 4 categories. I bet we can find a sequence going from one to the other move. Let's go.
Let's start this sequence with our cartwheel. From here we take it into the floor and go for the grandma roll, directly using the rubber corkscrew and finishing with a macaco. With time, you can try to work on smoothness, but at first it's really a game of remembering and also teaching the body to remember, because in the end we're moving, it's not just the mind. As I said, with time you will find to become a little bit more smooth, and this really is the fun of the acrobatics practice. And of course, if you already have some skills, you can try to swap out any of the skills here for something a little bit more difficult, but this should not really be the goal. The goal is to enjoy yourself with this beautiful practice that really anyone can do.
In the end, I really hope that you enjoyed this video. Please let me know in the comments if you want to see more similar videos like this one. Hit the notification bell and subscribe to this channel. Check out all of the online programs that I've mentioned in the video description, and see you in the next one. Ciao, ciao.